Have you ever felt like the weight of loneliness has pushed you into choices you later regretted? It's so easy to seek comfort in places that may not truly care for you. But today, we're diving deep into why it's so important to lead by example, not only for yourself but for those watching your every move, especially your children. Stay with me until the end to uncover how the choices you make now can shape a future filled with love, respect, and resilience. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. Your support means a lot, so if you find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up to help spread our message. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. I pray that loneliness never pushes you to settle for arms that don't truly care for you. It's so easy to seek comfort in the wrong places when we feel isolated. But please, don't let your longing for connection lead you down a path of regret. I want you to remember something incredibly important. Children do not learn by listening to what we say. They learn by watching what we do. Every choice you make, every action you take, is a lesson they absorb deeply. They are mirrors of our behavior, and whether we realize it or not, they're always observing, silently taking notes. So, be the example you wish for them to follow. Be the teacher of your own soul, and allow others to walk their own journey, even if it's different from what you imagined for them. It's heartbreaking how some people can say they love you, yet everything they do feels like they're trying to push you away. Isn't it such a contradiction? Their words speak of love, but their actions tell a story of neglect and carelessness. You don't always have the energy to explain your pain, to articulate the chaos inside. Sometimes you just wish someone, anyone, would notice your struggle, see beyond your smile, and wrap their arms around you without needing a single word. A simple hug, one that says, "I'm here, I see you," can do more healing than 1,000 conversations. I can forgive you, because the love I have for you is vast. But I also know that, to love myself, I must create distance between us. It's painful, but I've learned that sometimes self-love means letting go of those who harm us, even if we care about them deeply. If we make excuses for our children's disrespect while they are young, we are setting the stage for a future where their behavior becomes intolerable. What starts as small, innocent acts of defiance can grow into a larger problem when they become adults. And then, when we see that behavior magnified, the pain we feel is 1,000 times greater. One day, you will sit with tears in your eyes, looking back at your life, and you will tell the story of how you survived. You will share the moments of doubt, the days when you didn't think you could carry on. And in telling that story, you will inspire someone else to keep going. Your pain will turn into someone else's hope, and your resilience will be a guiding light for someone lost in their own darkness. Life has given you a gift, even if it doesn't always feel that way. Every struggle, every challenge is a chance to grow and to become who you are meant to be. But this gift also comes with responsibility. You have to fight for it, protect it, and use it wisely. Never take it for granted, because once you misuse the blessings you've been given, it's so hard to regain that trust in yourself. Maturity comes when you learn that you don't need to fight every battle. Instead of reacting with anger, you can choose to walk away, preserving your peace and your sanity. There's incredible strength in knowing when to leave. I could wish you every happiness under the sun, but what I truly hope for is that you find the presence of God in your life. When God is with you, you will never be alone, and your heart will never be empty. There is no greater gift than knowing you are cared for by a force far greater than yourself. The power of words cannot be underestimated. They can either build someone up or tear them down. Choose to use your words to heal, not to hurt. I choose to take care of those who are close to my heart, who show me love and loyalty. For those who go out of their way to cause harm or pain, I trust that life will deal with them. Karma, in its own time, will take care of what needs to be taken care of. One day, someone will come into your life, and you won't have to ask them for love or affection. They will give you their heart freely, because that's how love is supposed to be, effortless, without demands. You won't have to chase it or beg for it. Stand firm in what you believe is right, even if you're standing alone in that conviction. Not everyone will have the courage to love you the way you deserve, but that's okay, because you can love yourself enough to fill that gap. Your time and energy are precious, and not everyone is deserving of them. Mistakes are inevitable, but they don't define us unless we let them. The key to overcoming mistakes is to first accept them, to recognize that you've stumbled. Then you have to gather the strength to move past them, to rise above the guilt and shame. Finally, you must commit to not repeating those same mistakes, because growth comes from learning and evolving. It's not about how much you give in life, but about the love and intention behind your giving. What you pour into your actions, what you give from the heart, is far more valuable than any material offering. In the end, it's not the grand gestures that matter. It's the small acts of love, the kindness we extend to others, and the grace we show ourselves. Life is too short to waste time on people who don't appreciate your value. Surround yourself with those who see your worth, who lift you up, and who love you without condition. And remember, above all else, to never stop loving yourself. That love will carry you through even the darkest days. When faced with uncertainty about whether to take action or remain still, always choose action. Hesitation leads only to missed opportunities, while even a misstep can be a valuable lesson. Mistakes offer growth, wisdom, and insight, while inaction leaves behind nothing but frustration, regret, and the haunting question of, what if? Life is meant to be lived boldly, for every experience, whether good or bad, adds to the richness of our journey. We carry the weight of our decisions, but remember, when something is done with love and intention, no burden is too heavy. Love lightens the load in ways nothing else can. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. There is a power within you that cannot be purchased with wealth, attained with status, or gifted through intellect. It is something intrinsic, something that you were born with, something deep within your soul. It's called loyalty. True loyalty is not something you can be taught. It is an inherent trait that shines through your actions, your dedication to others, and your unwavering commitment to your values. It is a rare and beautiful quality that defines the essence of who you are. No amount of power or money can buy it, for it is beyond any material possession or achievement. Life's deepest lessons aren't learned on the smooth paths we walk when everything is going well. It's in the darkest valleys, the moments of despair when you feel like you're at the bottom of the well, that you gain the most profound wisdom. The struggle and pain of those moments teach you lessons the highest peaks of success or happiness never could. When you're at your lowest, you see life in a raw, unfiltered way, and in that vulnerability, you discover your own resilience. The climb back up from the darkness is where true strength and understanding are forged. Don't wait for tomorrow to live your life fully. The past is already behind you, and the future is uncertain, no matter how much you plan or hope. Tomorrow is never guaranteed, so live for today. Embrace each moment as if it were your last, because the present is all we truly have. Yesterday is gone, and with it, the mistakes, the regrets, and the missed chances. Today is a fresh page, a new chance to rewrite your story, to make different choices, and to live with intention and purpose. When something spiritual resonates with you, when you read or hear words that move your soul, it's not that you're learning something new. Rather, it's a powerful reminder of truths you've always carried deep within you. These moments of spiritual connection are not about acquiring new knowledge, but about awakening what has been dormant inside of you all along. It's like rediscovering a part of yourself that has always existed, patiently waiting to be remembered. This awakening is one of life's greatest gifts, a sweet, profound realization that everything you need is already within you. Never shy away from chasing dreams that seem out of reach. Often, the goals that seem the most unattainable are the ones that bring the greatest reward. When you push yourself beyond what you thought possible, you unlock potential you didn't even know existed. And in those moments of stretching beyond your limits, you grow. You gain confidence, strength, and the knowledge that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. It's a beautiful thing to surprise yourself by achieving what once felt impossible. Cultivate that inner strength. Nurture the power that resides within you, for it is boundless. At the same time, respect the life and energy of others, for everything in this universe is interconnected. There's an unspoken harmony between all living things, and when we honor that connection, we align ourselves with the greater flow of life. Respect for others is respect for yourself, and understanding this balance allows you to live in harmony with the world around you. Life flourishes when we nurture not only our own power, but also the power of others. There is something indescribably beautiful about encountering someone who brings light into your life. Someone who not only makes you feel good, but inspires you to be a better version of yourself. These are the people who pull you out of your daily routine, who ignite a spark in you that may have long been dimmed. They challenge you, motivate you, and remind you of the joy and wonder that life has to offer. They help you grow in ways you never thought possible. How precious it is to meet someone who doesn't just blend into the background of your life, but completely transforms it. They open your eyes to new possibilities and fill your days with purpose and meaning. It's amazing when someone enters your life and changes everything in the best way possible. These people are rare, and when they come, they show you a new way of living, of thinking, and of being. They help you see the beauty in the world again, remind you of your own worth, and encourage you to chase after your dreams without fear. They show you how wonderful life can be when you have someone by your side who truly believes in you, who sees you for who you are, and who pushes you to be even better. In the end, life is a collection of these moments, these people, and these choices. Each day, we are given the opportunity to shape our own destiny. It's up to us to seize those moments, to live fully, to love deeply, and to never stop growing. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, who make you feel alive, and who challenge you to be the best version of yourself. And most importantly, never stop believing in the power that lies within you. You are capable of achieving greatness, and your journey, with all its ups and downs, is leading you exactly where you are meant to be. When you begin the path of detachment, you leave behind a version of yourself that was once tied to expectations, desires, and illusions. The road you're on now doesn't offer a way back, and that's the beauty of it. There is no need to return to the weight of old burdens. You are moving forward, shedding layers that once felt like home but were only keeping you from becoming who you truly are. And while the path may seem lonely at times, you must trust that God is quietly working behind the scenes, preparing to open doors you never even knew existed. These doors won't just lead to an end of your difficulties. They'll guide you to a place of peace and fulfillment. All your storms will pass, and with each one, you will be stronger. We all deserve that one person in life who sees beyond our masks, who doesn't need words to understand us. Someone who, when life feels unbearably heavy, reaches out their hand and holds on tightly, never letting go. We deserve someone who makes life more beautiful, who reminds us that love is a gift that doesn't need to be earned. It's given freely, without condition. This kind of person will dedicate time to you, not because they have to but because they want to. They will make you feel special in the most genuine way, like you are the most important person in the world to them. We all need someone like that in our lives, someone who is a constant source of joy, support, and unconditional love. Every day is a lesson, whether we realize it or not. Life teaches us something new, helps us let go of what we no longer need, and reminds us to be thankful for all that we have. We often overlook the small blessings because we're too focused on the big picture, but gratitude starts with the little things. Asking yourself, "Where am I?" reveals the simple truth. You are here, in this moment. When you ask, "What time is it?" the answer is always now. And when you question, "Who am I?" you come to realize that you are not defined by your past or your future, but by the present moment, by the person you are in the here and now. Life has a way of revealing truths in the most unexpected ways. It teaches us not to be fooled by appearances, that sometimes what we see on the surface isn't the full story. Words can be deceptive, and not everything that glitters is gold. Real beauty, real value, comes from within. It's not what a person shows the world that matters most, but what they do when no one is watching. The heart never lies, and the essence of a person is revealed through their actions, their quiet moments, and the way they make others feel. Never stop striving. Don't settle for good enough. Push forward until what is good becomes better, and what is better becomes excellent. Excellence isn't about perfection, it's about continuous growth. You don't have to be the best, you just have to keep improving, keep learning, and never let complacency take root. I had the chance once to tear down someone who caused me immense pain. I had every opportunity to retaliate, to hurt them in the way they hurt me. But instead, I chose to rise above it. I took a deep breath, let go of the anger, and walked away. Sometimes, the greatest strength is in knowing when to walk away and let life, or karma, take care of what needs to be handled. Holding on to anger only weighs you down, but faith can move mountains. Love has no boundaries, and prayer, true, heartfelt prayer, can move even the hand of God. People often reveal their true colors when the truth comes to light. A liar, when exposed, often becomes defensive, angry, and plays the role of the victim. It's a sad but common response. And yet, we are often kinder to animals than to our fellow humans. Feed a dog for 3 days, and it will love you for a lifetime, never forgetting your kindness. But feed a person for years, and there's a good chance they'll forget you in a matter of days once they've taken what they need. It's an unfortunate reality, but it teaches us something valuable. True loyalty is rare, and it's a quality that should be cherished when found. I've met many people throughout my life, but the ones who left the deepest mark on my heart were often those I never fully had, those fleeting connections that, though brief, were unforgettable. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Life is full of transitions, and if we don't make changes, we risk ending up exactly where we started, stuck in the same cycles. If we don't adjust our sails, we won't reach new shores. Everything in this life is temporary. The good moments, the bad moments, they all pass with time. When things are going well, enjoy them fully because they are fleeting. Savor every second of joy, laughter, and love, because these are the moments that carry us through the tough times. But when things are difficult, when life feels heavy and overwhelming, remind yourself that this, too, shall pass. The bad times don't last forever. They are temporary, just like the good, and brighter days will come again. Life is always in motion, always changing, and we are constantly evolving with it. The key is to embrace the flow, to accept that we are not meant to stay in one place for too long. Growth comes from movement, from change, from stepping out of our comfort zones and challenging ourselves to become more than we were yesterday. Surround yourself with people who encourage that growth, who push you to be better, who love you enough to tell you the truth even when it's hard to hear. Those are the people who truly care, the ones who will help you rise to new heights. And always remember, no matter where you are in life, that you have within you everything you need to thrive. You are capable of weathering any storm, of climbing any mountain, and of becoming the person you were always meant to be. The journey won't always be easy, but it will be worth it. So keep moving forward, keep striving for better, and never let fear or doubt hold you back. You are stronger than you know, and life has so much in store for you if you just keep walking the path ahead. If your wife expresses discomfort or disgust toward giving oral sex, it's important to approach the situation with empathy, understanding, and patience. There could be a variety of reasons behind her feelings, some of which may be deeply rooted in emotional, psychological, or physical factors. It's essential to explore these possibilities together, as this may be an indication that there are deeper layers in your relationship or within her personal feelings that need to be addressed. One possible explanation for her reaction could be a lack of emotional connection or intimacy in the relationship. Physical intimacy is often closely tied to the emotional bond between partners. When there is love, trust, and a deep sense of connection, couples tend to feel more comfortable exploring different aspects of their sexual relationship, including acts like oral sex. If this emotional bond is weakened or if either partner feels distant, It can lead to discomfort or reluctance in engaging in certain forms of intimacy. If she's feeling repelled by the idea of giving oral sex, it may be a sign that your relationship needs more emotional closeness, trust building, or time to reconnect. In such cases, the emotional distance between partners can manifest in physical intimacy, creating barriers that were not there before. It's also important to recognize that every individual has their own personal boundaries, preferences, and feelings toward different sexual activities. What one person enjoys might feel uncomfortable or undesirable to another. Sexual compatibility is a nuanced and evolving part of any relationship, and it's vital to acknowledge and respect each other's limits. If oral sex is something she's uncomfortable with, there should be no pressure or judgment. Everyone is entitled to their personal comfort zones, and forcing or pressuring someone into any sexual activity can harm the relationship in the long term. Instead of focusing on one specific act, try to explore other ways of creating physical intimacy that feel good for both of you. There are countless ways to experience closeness, pleasure, and connection without crossing personal boundaries. Another possible factor could be related to communication within the relationship. A lack of open, honest dialogue about each other's sexual preferences and comfort levels can create misunderstandings and distance. If you've never had an in-depth conversation with your wife about her sexual needs, preferences, and boundaries, she may feel uncomfortable expressing them, or you might not be fully aware of her perspective. When couples don't talk openly about these topics, assumptions can be made, leading to dissatisfaction or discomfort on both sides. To strengthen your relationship, it's crucial to create a space for open communication where both partners feel safe sharing their desires, concerns, and boundaries without fear of judgment or rejection. This will foster a stronger emotional connection and can help bring clarity to the situation. Moreover, it's essential to consider the role that past experiences or cultural conditioning may play in her feelings. Some individuals may have grown up in environments where certain sexual acts, like oral sex, were stigmatized or viewed negatively. These early influences can carry into adulthood, shaping how a person feels about particular sexual practices. If she has a history of negative associations with oral sex, it might take time and understanding to help her feel safe and open to discussing it. In some cases, therapy or counseling might be helpful in addressing any underlying issues or beliefs that are contributing to her feelings. Personal hygiene is another critical factor that can influence a partner's comfort level with oral sex. While it may seem like a small or obvious point, hygiene plays a significant role in physical attraction and intimacy. If your wife finds herself uncomfortable or disgusted, it's worth considering whether there are any hygiene concerns that might be affecting her reaction. Regular attention to personal cleanliness, especially before engaging in intimate acts, can go a long way in making both partners feel more at ease. Cleanliness is not only about physical health, it's also about creating an environment where both partners feel respected and cared for. In addition to hygiene, there may be other physical factors at play, such as discomfort or sensitivity. For some individuals, oral sex can feel overwhelming or even physically unpleasant, especially if they have heightened sensitivities or past negative experiences. If this is the case, it's important to approach the topic with kindness and to explore other forms of intimacy that may feel more comfortable and enjoyable for her. Mutual satisfaction in a relationship doesn't require any specific sexual act. What's most important is finding what works for both of you.